Would that be a drag cow?
No.
No?
I'm
So if you're a male dressed as a female cow, you're not a drag cow?
okay. From what I've seen, a lot of them
Sorry.
actually have horns.
Well, female cows have horns. Come on, we live in the country. There's cows literally across the road.
Shut up.
Hi, I'm Gordon.
Hi, I'm Darren.
Welcome to BackRoom Chats episode 8. This is the podcast where we talk about gay stuff, gay sex, gay kink, just gay shit in general.
Exactly right. And today we're talking about, well, I don't know, maybe latex, rubber.
Darren's favourite thing.
Yeah.
Well, up there in his favourite things, I should say.
Yes.
Where are we going to start, Darren? Because this is a you topic, more so than a me topic.
I know. So, way back when, I think, back when I was just coming out and going to sex shops and things like that, like you had those edible undies. And like, I know it's not rubber, but that's probably the closest thing I got to rubber for quite a long time. Those horrible plastic edible undies. But, you know, they were a bit of fun at the time because, you know, we weren't very adventurous. Or I wasn't very adventurous.
This must be before me.
I should say.
Yes. Yeah.
And then probably after that, my next closest thing to rubber was I had a pair of silver vinyl pants.
Yes.
They were nice.
Hot pants.
Shut up about the hot pants. I had silver vinyl pants. They were my favourite. I think I even bought them at a sex shop, to be honest. I don't know why. At the Den.
He had those when we started dating. That's how long ago we're talking here. So,
I love those. I just loved the feel of them on my legs. They were great for going out in, and you could just sit there and rub your legs like this, and it just felt nice, and they were constricting, and they were just nice. I liked them a lot. But then obviously I didn't know how to store stuff, so they started peeling really bad.
they weren't very good by the end. So.
No.
I'm not sure where rubber came into your life. I know roughly where it came into mine, but it wasn't, which was with you. So
yeah, I'm sort of thinking, like I don't think I had any real desire for rubber until we started going to BootCo, and then obviously going to those rubber nights or just random nights, people would sit there and have their rubber on. It was just a really good look, and I liked it quite a bit. I loved how shiny it was. I loved how constricting it was. It made everyone look good. Didn't really matter whether you were bigger or small, whatever.
But somewhere in between. It's rubber doesn't hide anything, but it also
flattens
flattens everything and makes everything look better. I think. So,
yes.
Yeah. I think my foray into is that the right word? Anyway,
yep.
My foray into rubber was BootCo. I think we sort of saw the rubber night was coming up. We didn't have a huge amount of time to order anything, so we could only order from Eagle Leather in Sydney, I think it was. Melbourne, sorry. And I ordered this shirt and a pair of very small briefs, rubber briefs. And Darren had exactly the same thing, but in yellow. Mine were blue, his were yellow.
Yeah.
Figure. And so we ordered those, and that was our first time going out in rubber. Was for our first Brisbane rubber takeover for BootCo.
That's right. Yeah. Good thing was at the time that we used to actually stay at the hotel next door, so that means you can actually get ready.
No, we didn't for that one. That's not the first night. No, the first night we were at home.
That's right. Yeah.
It wasn't until future, like the next year, that we ended up staying there more often.
Okay, I was wrong. So I remember we got ready at home and I was super excited. I'm going rubber. I think I even dyed my hair yellow.
Probably.
Yeah, no, I did. And we got there and we had no idea how to put rubber on properly. Like we just used a bottle of lube.
It was baby powder the first time, wasn't it?
I don't know.
It was.
Was it?
Possibly.
It was either baby powder.
We were novice. We had no idea.
Yeah.
It didn't do very well.
Baby powder or straight lube. I can't remember, but when we got there, we weren't very shiny at all.
No,
because we didn't know how to shine.
And we didn't know what that was. We had no idea.
But the good thing was they actually had a shining station there where two nice boys sat there and just sprayed us down and then rubbed us all over and shined us up. And
With consent, obviously.
and that's when I started feeling the part. That was awesome. I loved that so much.
Yep.
Yeah, the good thing was that with our first pieces of gear, like one was briefs and one has a zip down the front. So
made it easy to get in and out of.
Easy to get in and out of. Yep. So it didn't really matter that we were novices and weren't using the correct things.
Yep. Although after a night of wearing rubber without being properly lubed up underneath, it was not comfortable.
No.
Not at all. Even it was only just a zip up and briefs, but it was still not comfortable. But anyway, we got through the night and Darren fell in love with it. I didn't mind it. It wasn't I prefer leather. We've discussed this before, but I still didn't mind it. I still don't mind putting on rubber every now and then. So yeah.
The only thing is in Queensland, obviously, it's way too hot for rubber most of the year.
Yeah.
So
A bit like leather.
This is good.
I think we live in the wrong climate.
I think we do too. I think we should go to Germany. Look at you and your face.
I don't think your mother would like that.
No. That first rubber takeover we went to was really cool because they actually had some stuff there as well. Like they had the vacuum cube.
Yes.
I got into that. I had no idea what was going on. They said, "Oh, get in here." And then they started sucking all the air out, and then next thing you know, I was suspended in the air in a cube. It was so much fun.
Yep.
I really liked that. Again, it was that sense of just being enclosed and like, yeah, it was really cool.
I'm sensing a theme here.
I have no trauma, shut up. What else did they have? I think they even, was that the time they had the guns wrestling as well? I think it was.
Possibly.
I think it was both on the same night because they made a big mess and they got in trouble for it. Well, didn't get in trouble. They were frowned upon because the whole place was slippery and.
So the guys that were shining everyone up, they were liberal with what they were using, and I don't think it was that. And we'll come to that later.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure it was just straight silicone lube.
Yeah, it might have been.
Is it silicone lube?
Yeah, silicone lube.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was just straight silicone lube because I remember they had like the 6-pack or whatever it was of the standard one we get at Woolies here, and it was just that's all they had. And I think it was the first rubber takeover night for actual like Brisbane rubber.
Yeah, so it was put on by Brisbane Rubber.
Yeah.
So Brisbane Rubber took over BootCo,
Yeah.
which was great. But yeah, and then also on that night they filled up a swimming pool
Kids
out
pool,
the
baby
back,
pool thing?
kiddie pool out the back, and proceeded to pour gunge on people and made them wrestle.
Yep.
And that was fun.
That was fun to watch. Yes.
That was so much fun. And we were taking photos at the time, so that was lots of fun.
Yeah. So photos and rubber nights are fantastic because it's awesome taking photos of guys in rubber. I killed my camera the first rubber night. It wasn't a very expensive camera. It was my first camera, but I killed it, and it never recovered from that night. The lenses never recovered. They ended up with a film over it that you just couldn't get off. The outside of the camera just would never come perfectly clean. I actually had to go buy a new camera very, very quickly after that. I wasn't shooting professionally back then, but I had to go buy a new camera very, very quickly. So it was, it wasn't fun. At any future night that was a rubber specific night, I took that old camera. I've still got that old camera now, and the old lens, and I know that was what I was shooting with for the night, and too bad if anyone had a problem with it. So, because I wasn't going to destroy a $5,000 camera like we're shooting on at the moment.
Exactly right. But yeah, that really got me into rubber. And then the next year, obviously, I had to one-up ourselves, and this is when I ordered a catsuit. I got this one from Kink Projects. Yep. And Gordon got the pants from Kink Projects as well.
Yep. And
yeah, the first time getting into this enclosed rubber suit, because so it's a full cat suit. It even has feet attached as well. So basically like rubber socks but
Yep.
they're attached.
Yep.
And this one opens at the shoulder. So I do recommend that people get either a shoulder opening one, because that makes the opening quite large, or a back zip or something like that first of all, because you're not going to get into it otherwise.
Especially if you're a bigger guy like we are. Bigger guys like we are. You know.
Yeah, and first time I got into this, we were just using lube again, the little purple tubes with the pump top, and it's okay.
You need a lot of it.
You need a lot of it.
Like
and
lots. If you think you've got enough, double it, and then probably double it again. And you
Yeah.
might be getting close.
yeah, the thing is, it also like tends to dry up, and you miss patches, so you'll have spots in the middle of the night that start catching on your skin, and
Yep.
that's when you start ending up with rashes and things like that. So lube is your friend when getting into rubber.
Okay, so let's talk lube for a second. So obviously there's multiple different types of lube out there. You've got water-based lubes, you've got silicone-based lubes. What is the type of lube you should be using with your latex or your rubber?
So you only use silicone lube for your rubber, or you can use baby powder, as we said before. That's a bit tough, I feel, but
Yep.
you can get away with it.
Yep.
What we use now, though,
Well, before we go into that,
Okay.
the reason you don't use water-based lubes is it because it actually will eat the rubber?
deteriorates
The rubber. So
Yeah.
make sure if you are going to go down the lube line, and we don't recommend that, but it is a cheaper alternative, make sure you get a proper silicone lube, because it's a little bit dearer, but it's going to protect your rubber and protect your investment a long time. Rubber's not cheap.
Yes.
So make sure you protect it over the years. So, but there's always new things on the market, and this came onto the market a couple of years ago. We're not sponsored. We literally bought this with our own money, and it was recommended to us, and it's great.
We swear by this now. So this is Vivishine. So this you use like a tenth of what you would lube a lot. This is what you use, probably a tenth of what you'd use lube-wise.
It's not cheap, but
It's not cheap.
It's worth it.
But mind you, this was only about $30.
Yeah.
So it wasn't dear either.
True. I mean, you'd for a night out, we would go through 2 to 2.5 bottles of lube. So yeah, they're like $10 a bottle. So
Yeah.
you do the math, works out that's actually a little cheaper.
So this is great. This is just a spray. This is just the shining one. You can actually get one that's specifically for dressing. We find it works the same for dressing as well. We actually, when we put our rubber away, we actually give it a good coat with this.
And I'll be honest, the last time we wore our rubber was probably 2 years ago.
Yeah.
And I literally put these pants on in 3 seconds, and it didn't even need to add any additional lubrication.
Yes.
So
yes.
that goes to show how good it is. So
I mean, I sprayed a little bit on because obviously I'm wearing catsuit.
Yeah.
Probably I can feel now I probably needed a little bit up near my shoulders, but you get that. But yeah, so this stuff's the bomb.
cool. So obviously you already said like why you like it, but what's the like? If there was one thing about rubber that went, this is why I love rubber, what would it be? One thing.
It turns me on.
There you go. Okay.
That was creepy, but
A little bit creepy.
yeah, it does turn me on. Like,
Yeah.
and again, it's the feel of it on my skin. Like, I've always been very.
As you can see, he's sitting there doing this. He obviously, it's the sensation, the feel of
Yeah.
it. It's on your skin. It's feels good, and this, yeah.
I've always been tactile with my skin. I'm very ticklish.
I can't tickle him. I'm not allowed to.
No, not allowed to because I
get in trouble.
I don't like it. But this is different from tickling. This is just like a whole body hug.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
Especially like when I did get the catsuit for the first time, having it all as one piece. Again, I swear I'd be a drone if I had the money and patience to actually do that, but I don't. So just a catsuit.
Yep.
So other things you can do in rubber that are associated with rubber, as we said before, gunge as it's called, which is basically like your old Nickelodeon kids shows where they used to slime contestants. It's that sort of stuff. And people like that because, again, it's another sensation on top of the rubber. So often it could be cold or a different temperature to what you've already got on. Some people like to put it down their rubber as well. So it's against their body and then it's very goopy against your skin. So there's those sort of things. As we said before, there's a vac cube. There's also a vacuum bed.
Vacuum bed, yep.
Vacuum bed.
Yep.
Whereas you lie flat and you basically have a piece of latex that you're lying on, a piece of latex on top, and it's sealed around the edges and they suck out all the air and you're basically encased in another layer.
Yep. Yep.
Or one layer, depending on what you got on, I guess.
Yes. Yep.
So that's obviously makes it very hard to move as well. So that's
the whole point is you can't move.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So you're basically a victim. And then people can do whatever they want to you on the outside. So that's always fun.
Yep. Like when you're talking about rubber or the rubber community, it's not just necessarily latex or rubber. It can be neoprene falls into the same category. Wetsuits and stuff like that for diving, that sort of stuff falls into the same category. Your looser fitting latex, PVC. That's the word I was looking for. Tracksuits and stuff like that. That sort of falls into the same category.
That's becoming very popular at the moment. Yep. And then obviously you've got like your different types of latex as well. So you can have a thicker gauge of latex, which is like nearly a gumboot type thick. And obviously that isn't quite as flexible, but it's a totally different sensation on your skin. You can also get, basically it comes in so many different colors now. Like you get it.
Yeah, every color you could.
Every color you can imagine. There's so many different outlets out there that are now doing rubber. It is something that you can learn to do yourself because it is really just gluing seams together. So it is a do-it-yourself sort of thing, and those skills are good to have if you get a hole or something in your suit.
Yep,
you can fix it.
So, okay, but that takes us straight into the maintenance side of things for rubber. So, you've got home for the night, you've had your fun, and your rubber is chucked in the corner of the bedroom. What happens now?
Well, I wouldn't chuck it in the corner of the bedroom for a start.
In the heat of the moment, that's where it ended up.
Okay, so most things like catsuits and things like that, you're probably better off trying to get it off in the shower because it is a struggle. You will have sweated underneath. You're probably like very clammy and things like that, which makes it harder. The lube might have dried out and things like that. So especially with catsuits, it's good to jump in the shower, nice warm shower that sort of loosens it up a little bit as well. And you can put water inside and help to peel it off. If you are in the shower, even if you're not in the shower, jump in the shower with your rubber and just give it a quick soap up and rinse off.
Any particular type of soap or any particular soap you need to avoid? Don't know the answer.
The gentler the soap, the better. So any natural sort of soap, hand soap is good. Mild detergents, nothing that has like chlorine or anything in it because that's bad. So you basically want to be gentle with your gear. So yeah, I would. That's a bare minimum. Next day when you wake up or sometime with the hangover, get out there, get your laundry tub out, chuck it in with some warm soapy water, give it a good clean, especially if you've done anything sexual in there.
Extracurricular.
Yeah, but I mean mainly it is just to get off all the extra lube and stuff like that because you don't really want to put it away with dirty lube because you'll have things like your skin oil, and deodorants. Don't wear deodorant if you can help it because that will weaken the rubber.
So I probably shouldn't have had some sunscreen on earlier today.
Probably. You don't have sleeves, so it's all right in this case. But yeah, basically the soap is just to get off anything that shouldn't be there, any oils in specifically. And then it's best just to put it out on a line undercover, or if you've got a dry hanging rack or anything like that, put it in your house and
Not a dryer. Don't put it in the dryer.
No. It needs to drip dry somewhere in the shade. Do not put it in the sun either, because that will make it more fragile. And then once it's all done, that's when it's
clean and dry, and you're ready to store it away. If you're going to be using it, if you're going to be using your rubber regularly every week, is very different to if you're only going to use it once or twice a year as to how you store your rubber.
Yeah, if you're just using it constantly for like a couple of weeks, like if there's events on and things like that, you can get away with being a bit more loose with your storage, because as long as it's got some sort of lubrication on it, it should be fine. And then you're basically re-energizing it with lube every time you go and wear it. If you are storing it away, much the same as leather, don't put it in sunlight. Nice, cool, dark spot. We put ours in our bottom drawer in the bedroom.
Yep.
And we use Vivishine and just give it a good soaking.
Not sponsored.
Not sponsored. But this stuff is great. Gives it a good soak of that, so it's nice and slippery again. Fold it up in, we just use big Ziploc bags.
Not your big ones. Yeah.
Yep. Make sure you don't have zips sort of like folded onto the latex itself, zip against zip. And yeah, then you can just put it in your Ziploc bag and fold it up and put it into your drawer.
Get all the air out of the bag as well, obviously, just so it's just like ready for storage.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anything else you want to talk about with rubber while we're here? It is your topic, so
yes.
I'm letting Darren run this one because rubber is definitely his topic over my topic. Like I love rubber. I enjoy being dressed in rubber. I do once like Darren said, I enjoy the feel of it. I enjoy how it makes you Darren said, it's like a constant hug. I like that. I'm definitely a leather person over a rubber person. I do prefer to be in leather.
I like it when it's cold. That's another sensation.
We're just not that cold today. I'm a little bit sweaty at the moment. We have no air conditioning in our little studio here.
No. Okay, so things I would like to buy rubber-wise. So I'd like a rubber hood.
Yep.
Whether it's a gimp hood, I don't know. I have seen that there are some really great rubber pup hoods at the moment. Those ones are really cool. They're a bit exy, but they're molded, so they've got ears and then they're no eyes and a muzzle, and they're pretty cool. You can get them in all different colors as well. Yeah, I'd probably like something different, another two-piece of something. Seeing though I bought the most expensive thing, anything I get from now on will probably be cheaper, which is good, so that makes a difference. But yeah, I'll probably get some sort of two-piece, or even a one-piece sort of like little wrestler suit, or a short sleeve sort of surfing suit, that sort of thing. Yeah.
I think if I was to get another piece of item of rubber, I think a PVC tracksuit, I think, would be cool. Yeah.
You can actually get like latex versions of those too that are a bit looser. So like there's some wild stuff coming out. There's a lot of stuff. There's a couple of companies that do whole muscle suits. It's not quite latex as such, but it is.
As in suits that fake muscles?
Fake muscles, okay. Yes. Yep. There's a lot of those, and a lot of them are doing animals as well. There's some really wild and wacky stuff out there at the moment. I know one company is doing cows. So you've got the cow mask, you've got the cow hooves for your feet and for your hands, and then you've got pants that have big udders on them.
Getting a female cow.
Yeah.
Interesting. But yeah, each to their own. Would that be a drag cow?
No.
So if you're a male dressed as a female cow, you're not a drag cow?
Okay, from what I've seen, a lot of them
Sorry.
actually have horns.
Well, female cows have horns. Come on, we live in the country. There's cows literally across the road.
Shut up. But I mean, they've got big horns like a bull would have. So I'm not sure. I don't.
Cows have horns. Male or female doesn't. The horns aren't.
Okay, sorry. I didn't know that. I thought it was just male cows have horns. Like deer. Yeah, so I'm not big on the whole cow thing, but that is out there. There's ones that actually do the same with horse pants as well. So you've got appendages. But yeah, well, that's the thing. Like with your suits, you can get ones with, this obviously has a zip front to back. You can get ones with a pocket that sort of inserts into your rectum. So you can have sex like that as well. But yeah, go out there and just Google rubber suits and you'll find all sorts of stuff. Or even look on Instagram. There's a heap of rubber guys doing
Weird and wacky things.
Weird and wacky things with gear on Instagram. That's probably my favorite place for inspiration, to be honest. So I recommend first, if you are getting into rubber, first things you get is just something simple. Just get a piece of underwear. Something like that. Something that's nice and simple. You don't need too much lube. And it's just something nice and simple, or a wrestling suit, things like that. Something that you can get into by yourself is preferable if you are single. But yeah, don't go out and buy a lot of stuff straight up. Just get the feel of it. If you've got friends that are into rubber, you know, I'm sure they'd love to put you into rubber one day.
Yep. So what's current prices, if you have any idea? What are current prices of a cat suit like yours? Like, I know roughly what we paid for it back 2-3 years ago, 4 years ago.
So King Projects was really good. They had actually really cheap rubber when they first came out. But this was like $150, which is really cheap. These things are usually like between $400 and $500, $300, $400, $500, depending on like if it's custom and things like that as well. You can get a lot of single item type stuff, like either top or bottom or things like that, for under $100 if you search. Obviously, the more elaborate the costume, the higher the price.
Obviously, yeah.
And then obviously there's a lot of well-known places out there that, you know, do everything custom, and that's where your money goes on those ones. But yeah, I would suggest...
So on par nearly with leather.
Yeah,
Yeah.
pretty much.
Yeah.
Yep, pretty
So
much.
it's not a cheap alternative.
No, it can be.
Can be.
But then I guess a leather jockstrap is cheaper compared to a whole outfit as well. So, but yeah, I definitely suggest go for something simple. Find some friends that are into rubber, and just see if you like it first of all.
You'll probably find a rubber community group near you, like we have Brisbane Rubber.
Yep.
I'm sure there's an equivalent of in every region in the world. I'm sure.
One last thing also, if you do happen to get holes or things in your rubber,
It's not the end of the world.
it's not the end of the world.
Can be fixed.
Yeah, find your local group and someone will be able to fix it for you. In saying that, things like fingernails make it harder to get into rubber and can puncture it, so clip your nails first. Neither of us did that today.
We didn't do that today.
But yeah, as I said before, like, rubber is something that you can DIY, and you can get repair kits. Most good suppliers will have a repair kit with instructions. It's really just, it's like a two-part gluing process. One to actually prime it, and one then...
And it's basically just a chemical reaction to stick the two pieces together.
Yeah,
So.
it's a lot like PVC plumbing.
Yeah.
Which we did because we have a fish tank. So pretty much exactly like that. There are some tips and tricks, so, you know, with small bits.
So probably don't get me to do your repairs for you, because that plumbing I did was pretty messy.
He puts glue and just has it drip everywhere and splatter everywhere. It's great.
But we digress.
But yeah, it is not the end of the world. A lot of time.
Don't just throw your piece out just because you've got a hole in it.
Yep. Don't throw it out. Be careful with your zips, as we said before, when you're storing it. When you're getting in and out, a lot of them will have a bit of rubber under, a bit of latex underneath to sort of protect the rest of your suit, but it often gets caught in the zip as well. Don't panic. It's meant to, as long as it doesn't catch on your main suit, that's fine. But yeah, there's plenty of places out there that'll help you fix it.
Yep. Cool.
I think we've talked on enough today.
I think we have. Yep.
And again, Vivishine. Vivishine.
Not sponsored.
Not sponsored, but they have a whole range of latex here.
Yep. All right, guys, if you have enjoyed today's podcast, please leave a comment. Let us know your thoughts. If you want to be involved in the podcast in any way, if you just want to say hello to us, you can find us at backroomgear.store on all the socials. So we're on Facebook, we're on Instagram, we're on TikTok, we're on Pinterest, we are on X, we are on Blue Sky, we are on YouTube. We're everywhere. We are working hard to get these shorts out every single day to you guys as well. So if you're seeing those, please give us a bit of love there. YouTube seems to get a lot of thumbs down. So yeah, give us some thumbs up to make up for those thumbs down if you see us on YouTube shorts. And yeah.
And although we don't sell latex, we do sell latex-inspired designs. So
yes.
Check out our store while you're there.
Yes, so if you do want to help us out, and the best way to help us out is to check out our online store for our t-shirts, backroomgear.store. There is hundreds of different... There are hundreds of different designs. And there is something on there for everyone. And if there's not something that you like, email us or message us, DM us, and say, hey, I would like this on a shirt. Can you do it? And we'll do it. We'll work it out for you. So.
Yep.
Cool.
Okay, well, as always, everyone, stay kinky and have a great one.
See you guys. Stay kinky.
Catch you. Bye.